everyone, and welcome to Telleries. In today's episode, we will be talking about Onam. Today happens to be Onam, and a very happy Onam to all our friends out there. Today, we thought we'll just run you through what happens on Onam Day, what we do, the kind of food we make, um, the flower carpet that we decorate. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Today happens to be a beautiful day. It's a little cloudy though. Hi, so let's go see what Nishi's doing today. And let's get to the kitchen. Hi Nishi.
Hi, Deepu.
So what are you doing today?
I'm making breakfast,
Okay.
and before that, I've already made the mise en place for sambar, kuttukari, olen, avial, erisheri. What else? What else? What else?
And how many people are you cooking for?
5 of us. I'm making little, not
Okay.
much.
So this is what happens on Onam Day. You have a huge variety of dishes that will be prepared. Usually it comes to about 25 dishes of what is this? What is it called? 25?
Sadya.
Ha. So it's called a Sadya. It's like a celebration of food. You have so many different dishes.
I'm making beetroot pachadi now. So boil the beetroot. Now allow it to cool, and then we will coarse grind it and make a pachadi out of it. And then we have to make Puli Inji. It's made with ginger and tamarind and jaggery and green chilies. And then we have to boil the black-eyed peas for the olen with white pumpkin. The white pumpkin is from our garden itself, so I cut it today. This morning. Quite difficult, but I managed. See here, this is the bigger version. So we just cut this one. This is from our garden. This is bought. It is the yellow pumpkin. We'll make erisheri out of that. These are vegetables for the sambar, dal for the sambar. This is yellow pumpkin boil for the erisheri, and this is black chana and raw banana for the kuttukari. That's about it for now. And now you go and grind coconut for me.
That's my job, grating coconut.
You're very good at it, so please.
So this is the traditional way of grating coconut. First you take a coconut and you break it in half like this, and make sure that you take half of a coconut and you use this equipment. Now you take the coconut and this is a very sharp edge here, with a graty edge here. So you can either kneel on it or you can sit on it, whichever makes it more easier. You have to be careful of your hands. Make sure you don't grate your hands along with the coconut. So as you can see how it's grated? You do the whole coconut like that. So you can see the coconut now, it's completely grated. This is what the coconut looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. And there's Nishi.
Coming to inspect. He's doing it well. Honestly, I don't know how to do this.
So this is more or less, when you're doing this process, it's more or less like a cold pressed oil and a hot pressed oil. The difference is very clear. You can make out it's a lot healthier. So when I said this was healthy, I meant it in two aspects. One is the food, and the second one is that you get a workout. The advantage of grating coconut this way is that it retains its moisture. It doesn't get dry. When you grate coconut in a mixer grinder, it tends to take most of the moisture away, keeping it a slight bit more dry than usual. As you can see, after the coconuts are grated and you're looking at the dishes, you'll end up wondering whether this is a coconut festival because almost all the dishes here have coconut in them. So what are these things?
This is avial. We have
Okay.
to add some curd to this.
Okay.
And this is kootugai. So it's a mixture of black chana and raw banana. So we're going to do this and then season it. This is boiled and I'm adding some ground coconut.
Like I said, everything in this
It's a
is
coconut festival.
festival.
This is ready. I can switch it off. Since it's the iron kadai, it will keep cooking for some time. So that much.
Okay, it's switched off, but as you can see, it's still boiling. So this is how coconut milk is made at home. So first we take one full coconut, grate it, add about 1 cup of water along with it, and then grind it in the mixer grinder to a semi-paste. Make sure it's not completely pasty, but a semi-paste. And then you have to squeeze it out to get the first milk, which is going to be a thick milk. Now let's see how that is done. So take a bowl, use a strainer, keep it on top of the bowl, take the ground coconut, use your hands and start to squeeze it. Take what fits in your hand and start to squeeze it. Keep that aside. Don't throw it away as yet. Keep it aside. It's okay if a little bit of it comes out of your hand because there is a strainer at the bottom. So you do this, and this is to get the first milk, as they say. So this is what the first milk looks like, and you can see the consistency is a little thick compared to when we put more water. So the second step to this is to take the already squeezed coconut here and grind it again with 4 cups of water. Done now, and we've got 3 different consistencies of coconut milk. The first one was with 1 cup of water, and you can see it's nice and thick. The second is with, we actually used 3 cups of water, and you can see it's a little more watery. And the third milk is again with 3 cups of water. As you can see, it's become very light. As you do it, you'll be able to make out how the differences of the milk is.
The first milk is added only at the end, and after you add the first milk, we don't boil it. So if you boil it, it gets curdled.
Whichever dish you're making, you will add it at the end. The first milk is always added at the end, maybe for about a 2-minute cook or 2 or 3 minute cook, basically, on a medium flame. For the second milk and the third milk, you can actually put it on high flame. You can cook it for a long period of time. It will not curdle. So, but the flavor of coconut milk will infuse with whatever food you're making. So these are all the kind of coconut varieties that we use for our Sadya dishes. So Nishi, tell us what all these different...
This is grated coconut. This is the Vartarcha sambar masala. So you dry roast it along with coriander seeds and chana dal and different spices and make a paste out of it. This is ground coconut again. And this is tenga kottu. So you cut it, chop it into these small bits and use it for seasoning the payasam. And this is the squeezed coconut. We are not going to use this. This is squeezed to get this coconut milk.
And we have 3 different varieties of coconut milk here. The first, second and third milk. The difference between this and this is grated, like we showed you earlier on the grater. And this has been ground in the mixer grinder.